The church cannot teach something false because it was founded by Jesus Christ, who is God. Jesus sent his apostles with full authority to preach his message. He told them, "As the Father has sent me, I also send you." He also promised to send the Holy Spirit to guide them forever and to remind them of everything he taught. The infallibility of the Catholic Church means that, with the help of the Holy Spirit, the Church cannot be wrong when it teaches something about faith or morals. Jesus told his followers to teach all nations and to obey everything he commanded. He also promised to be with the Church until the end of time. If Jesus is with the Church always, then the Church cannot teach error or lead people away from God. Some people confuse infallibility with impeccability. Infallibility means being protected from teaching falsehood. Impeccability means being unable to sin. The Church teaches that its leaders, including the Pope and all priests, can sin like anyone else. But God will not allow the Church to teach false doctrine, because it was created to save souls. Jesus said that the gates of hell would not overcome the Church. He also promised that the Holy Spirit would guide the Church into all truth. If the Church could fall into error, then Jesus' promises would have failed, and that is impossible because God cannot lie. A doctrine of faith is something we must believe to be saved. A doctrine of morals is something we must do to be saved. Examples of faith doctrines we must believe: the Trinity, one God in three persons. Jesus is truly God. Mary was immaculately conceived. Examples of moral duties we must do: go to Mass on Sundays and holy days. Fast or abstain when required. Receive Holy Communion at least once a year. Obey the 10 Commandments. Jesus said that people must listen to the Church or face judgment. If the Church could teach something false, then Jesus himself would be leading people into error, which cannot happen. Jesus also sent his apostles to preach to every nation. Since they could not physically reach everyone, Jesus intended that their mission continue through their successors, today's bishops and priests. Jesus said that those who do not believe will be condemned. A just God would never demand belief in something false. Therefore, the Church's teachings must be protected from error. He also said that those who reject the apostles reject him and the Father. He warned that towns that refuse to listen to the Church will face a harsher judgment than Sodom and Gomorrah. All Christians agree that the apostles taught without error. In the early Church, they were the only authority, since the Bible was not yet complete. But God cares for us just as much as he cared for early Christians. We need reliable teachers too. So the Church today must be as infallible as the Church in the time of the apostles. An infallible Bible is not helpful if no one can interpret it with certainty. History shows that when people reject the Church's authority, countless denominations arise, all disagreeing about what the Bible means. Because of infallibility, Catholics can be sure of what they must believe and do to please God and save their souls. Yes. History shows that from the 1st century to the 20th, the Catholic Church has never changed or reversed any teaching on faith or morals. Its teachings remain the same in meaning and truth. Although individual popes have had personal sins, no pope has ever officially taught something wrong about faith or morals. Jesus told his people to obey their religious leaders even if their personal lives were flawed. It is true that a few church leaders sinned seriously. But critics exaggerate these cases. Out of all the popes, only a handful are accused of wrongdoing, and many accusations are false or exaggerated. Most popes lived holy lives, 83 are saints, and 32 of those were martyrs. Even the holiest popes go to confession. No pope considers himself above God's laws. The Church cannot change the doctrines of faith or morals, but it can explain them more clearly over time. The Church has taught the same basic truths for nearly 2,000 years because these truths come from God, not from humans. No pope or church council has ever cancelled or reversed a previous teaching of faith or morals. This is a matter of historical record,